Hi everyone, I'd like to talk to you today about a formative assessment tool called Edulastic. I love Edulastic. It is a fantastic tool to use in your classroom to collect data to drive your instruction. So, to get to Edulastic, what you'll need to do is go to your Clever portal and click on the Edulastic application. Keep in mind, this is the same exact way that students will also access the Edulastic application. Once I click on the Edulastic application, I will be brought to the Edulastic dashboard. What I love about Edulastic is there is a huge bank of Edulastic certified questions. What that means is they've been vetted and they are Common Core aligned, which is really beautiful. To make an assessment, you'll use this toolbar on the left-hand side. If I expand this out, I'll see Dashboard, which is like the home page, and then I'll see Assessments, Question Bank, Library, and Reports. Reports is where I'll go back in and see how my students performed on the assessment. You can save assessments in your library or drafts of assessments in your library. And your question bank is where you're going to find all of those questions that are already pre-made that you can put together for a personalized assessment for your student. These are great for exit tickets, and then you can quickly look at the data. The data is really beautifully put together, very, very user-friendly, and use that data to drive your instruction for tomorrow. So you might see some students are not meeting the standards and not finding proficient or not meeting the standards and they're not proficient in a particular item or activity or skill. You can quickly analyze your report and make some decisions for tomorrow and decide who needs what. So you can start one of two ways. You can start by clicking assessments and then create a new assessment, or I like to go to the question bank. Once I get to the question bank, I can search by skills or keywords. I can search by grade, subject, standard, collection, question type, and even depth of knowledge. Once I get here and I'm reviewing these questions and I find a few questions that I think would be appropriate for my students, I might want to preview it by clicking this little icon right here, and I'll be able to see the question as my students would see the question. I can take a look. What's nice about this question in particular, it's set up very similar to the way SBAC students or SBAC questions are set up. We'll have the prompt on the left side and the question on the right side. If I think that this is a suitable question for my students, I can click the Add button right here. Then I'm going to go up to the top once I've made all of my selections, and I'm going to review my assessment. From here, I'll name my assessment. I can preview the student or preview the assessment as the students would see it. I can save it as a draft. I can decide, hey, I need to add a few more questions here, or I can create my own question. Remember, formative assessments should be small, short, brief little temperature checks to see if students are comprehending and understanding what you are teaching. What are they actually learning from the lessons you're providing? Once you are satisfied with your assessment, the last and final step would be to publish or assign your assessment. My next screen will look a bit different than yours because you already have your classes rostered. It's very simple to assign this to specific classes that are rostered. And when students log in, like I mentioned before, they'll go to the Clever portal, they'll click on Edulastic, and they'll see a little note that says when they log in, hey, Ms. Comegys has an assessment waiting for you. They'll click on that, complete the assessment, and then you'll be able to review the data in the reports. It is a really nice online tool. It is free, it is easy to use, and it is a great resource to have in your toolbox. So go ahead and take a look. Make sure your classes are rostered. If they're not, let me know. And maybe take a few minutes to set up an assessment for your students.